It's Sunday the 30th of September. I'm back at Tottenham's new stadium site just to see what the builders have been up to in the past few days, and I personally think that this stadium will open sooner than people think. I'm going to walk around the stadium now. So work continues here at the ticket office this morning. This will be Tottenham's new ticket office, and it also will have a shop here as well. Lots of materials all lined up, all ready to be installed. Just on the right hand side here you can see the entrance, or the grand entrance to the west stand along the high road. And just middle of the screen now you can see the link bridge between Lily White House and the new stadium. This is the view now along the high road. Now, if you've seen the last couple of videos, I have gone on a lot about paving. A lot of paving work has been completed here in the last couple of weeks, and it just seems so clear again. In all the visits here, I'm just so used to having boards up that you can't actually see, you can't get access to, and everything now on this high road side is just so clear. So you can see this section will be next to be worked on. This is right next door to the slope that leads up to Lily White House. And all of the paving at the front of the west stand has been worked on the last couple of weeks, so they're just working their way along now. It does seem quite quiet out here today, but in the last couple of visits it's very, very obvious that a lot of work has been carried out. So though they're not doing it at a weekend, they're doing a lot of work during the week, which I think is very, very positive. So I know some people think it's very negative that not a lot of people are out here at a weekend, but they are doing a lot of work during the week. So as I said, at the front here they are putting in the barriers. Even more barriers, even more paving going in. And I think it's all about the access to get the fans in. I actually think this stadium will open sooner than people think. There we go. I was here 4 days ago, and this paving here wasn't here. It wasn't in. So this has been installed in the last 4 days. And you can see now that there are just piles and piles and piles of paving blocks all ready to go in. So I've no doubt They were going very, very quickly. Next week, basically I've just got all the materials just all lined up, all ready to go in. So it's a much closer look at the paving here outside the West Stand. Lots of people keep asking, saying, well, when do you think the stadium will be open? Because there's so much work to do on the outside, but all of this work here, it's all cosmetic. This can all be done at a later date. So even if the stadium did open, when it's ready for health and safety reasons anyway, all of this work, all the panelling, all the decorative bits and pieces on the outside, it can all be done at a later date. Or in between games. On Tuesday, actually, Pochettino said he was very confident, and it's his wish to play the first game this year, 2018. Well, it will be. Well, you'd think that it would be a league game. Chelsea, very unlikely. Southampton is a midweek game, very unlikely. So my guess would be, if it did open this year, it would be Burnley. It would be Burnley at home on the 15th of December. What a nice early Christmas present that would be for all of us. So just walking down the high road, still looking at the West Stand. You can still see there are a number of piles of paving blocks all ready to go in. I did warn a few people the other day, saying that if you thought I talk about panels too much, then paving is the new panels. But of course it's all about what they're doing at the time. So as you look down the high road here, you get this fantastic view of the Tottenham experience, which of course is the new Tottenham shop as well, which is Europe's biggest club shop. And you should all know that by now. See, when I was here the other day, this paving section was being worked on. That does look complete now. Now this is a new view. The access is getting better for photographs and videos here, because so many of the barriers and the holding boards have disappeared now. But what a view this is. So this is a close-up view as well of the new club shop. And even more paving blocks. It's all about the paving. So just to give you a much better idea of where I actually am. walking down the high road still. You've got Warminton House here on the right hand side, which will be the reception area, the hub for the Tottenham experience. So if you'd like to book a tour or a skywalk, that's the place to go. Obviously, until the stadium opens, no one knows when the tours will start. But I'm sure all of us will be rushing to get in there and have a tour of this fantastic new stadium. So you can see what I mean here about the paving. I'm sorry to keep going on about paving, but I suppose I'm just enthusiastic that things are getting done and complete, and it's really nice to say that. Especially when I was down here 4 days ago and that section was being worked on, and 4 days later I can well, very pleasingly say that's complete. And it looks very, very open now as well. You can even see the ticket office from here. That was a bus just about to run me down. Things I do for these videos. Now look at this now. We couldn't see any of this before. The railings have gone in now as well, on the steps of Warminton House. I tell you what, this place is more and more impressive every time I visit. And imagine how we're all going to feel when we step in there for the first Premier League game, or even the test events, as there will still be 2 test events before the actual main opening. And a little bit of work going on inside here. Again, another new view. So the advertising cylinder isn't on today. If you saw the video 4 days ago, you'd have seen that had a lot of numbers on there. It's funny, someone actually just stopped their car saying, "How many panels are there?" I said, "I'm not on about panels anymore, I'm on about paving. And no, I'm not going to count how many paving blocks there are." So talking about the paving, you can see exactly what's been done here, leading up to Park Lane. Oh, it looks like he's about to start doing a bit of paving as well. As I keep saying, it's all about the paving. And this is yet another new view. It's great because I can actually get closer and closer to the stadium now to get much better videos and pictures. So these guys are actually carrying more paving blocks in. So only 2 cranes remain on the site. Are these two both down here at Park Lane, just by the south stand. You can see here as well that even more of the grey panelling has been installed at the top of the south stand. So you can see how much paving has been done here, and even more paving blocks. Now, as I pointed out the other day, there has been a new staircase installed, which is just to the right hand side of the south stand. So just walking down Park Lane now. So behind these blocks is where the retractable pitch will be when it's not in use. So this is a closer look at the new staircase here on the right hand side, leading up to the south stand. You can see there is another slope on this side. Looks very similar to a Wembley style slope that goes up to and around the stadium. So I now understand why they actually put this staircase in when they did, because they actually had to put all of the blocks in and make sure all of that was finished to house the retractable pitch there, and the staircase went in afterwards. So I don't actually think that these two cranes will be here for much longer. So lots of work going on down here as well, and dare I say it, I think they're going to be working on paving here soon as well. This leads down to the east stand. So Pochettino says that he is very confident and very hopeful of actually playing the first league game in our new stadium this year, 2018. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it will happen? And who do you think the opponents will be? Do you agree that it would be Burnley at home? Or do you think that we would actually open the stadium midweek against Southampton, or even a London derby against Chelsea? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can actually get these updates every week when I do them. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a look at Northumberland Park Station. I'll also do a brief visit to White Hart Lane Station, and then head round to the other sides of the stadium. Very, very busy here. So a lot has changed here at this station. So I've now walked round to the east stand. I have actually been informed by a number of reliable sources that the pitch will start to go down next week. And I think we will all look at the stadium very, very differently once we see our pitch installed, the goals in. It will look fantastic. What I was saying earlier about the cosmetic bits and bobs around the stadium, it seems very, very similar here. Work seems to have stopped even on the tiling. And I've no doubt they're actually concentrating on the inside and getting it ready. Because this can be done at any time. And particularly around this side of the stadium, there are always large piles of materials all ready to go in. It's no different today. A few people have actually said that this is the one side of the stadium that I don't video and don't talk about a lot. It's probably because I don't get that much great access to this side of the stadium. The other three stands are quite easily accessible and have been since I've started doing these videos. This is probably the best position I can get in at the east stand, so I can't actually see much going on. And this is the view from the Bill Nicholson pub. So you can see there is a fair bit of cosmetic work to do outside here. So this area, this corner, will actually be where the away fans will go in. This is disabled access for away fans as well. And by gate 5, not used to this gate being locked. This is the view of the east stand. And as you can see this side as well, they have been working on the paving. So this is a staircase that will mainly be used by the away supporters. You can see just above there is Lily White House. Now all of the tiling actually on this side is complete. You see here the very house next to the stadium. If you fancy staying there, give them a call. So this is actually the view walking down the high road. Amazing. So I'm just going to walk down White Hart Lane now, just to see a few of the changes, because they've done an awful lot of work down here in the past few weeks, mainly again on paving. So just going past Bobby Buckle's house here. And you can see the changes now down White Hart Lane. A lot of the paving has been put in. This area here, Clip Fine, is where a lot of the materials are stored before they go to Tottenham's new stadium. And you probably guessed it, yes, a lot more paving blocks in there. So I'm now just going to visit White Hart Lane, the station. So this road is actually closed off at the moment. They have actually put new tarmac down. This is what the new station will look like, and it won't be this year, it will be next, 2019. So quite a lot of groundwork is going on at the moment at the station.
CCTV recording is in operation at this station for the purpose of security and safety management. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. See it, sorted.
Well, that doesn't apply because that stadium looks right to me.
Platform 1 from the 1402 London Overground, so Stoke Newington, Rectory Road, Hackney Down.
So this is the view of the stadium at the moment from White Hart Lane station on platform 1. So this sign has gone in already. So just as you come out of the other side, platform 2, this is what's going on here as well. All paving. So this video is all about paving really. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Come on you Spurs.